Your sexual market value. Sex appeal is 50% what you've got and 50% what people think you've got. Sophia Loren. An unattractive, nervous man walks up to a woman and says, "Hi, how are you?" almost stumbling over his words. The woman looks at the man and, without uttering a single word in response, walks off, leaving the man feeling dejected and worthless. The next day, an attractive, confident man walks up to the same woman and says the exact same words. "Hi, how are you?" The woman looks at the man and smiles. "I'm good, how are you?" This is the power of sexual market value. The unattractive man has low sexual market value, while the attractive, confident man has high sexual market value. Why are successful actors and professional athletes so attractive to women? Because their celebrity status automatically confers high value. They have near unlimited options with women. They are wealthy, successful, and sometimes, but not always, talented. You don't have to be a celebrity, however, to attract beautiful women into your life. But you do have to increase your sexual market value. When a woman rejects a man because he's overweight, is she rejecting him because she's a shallow, superficial person? Or is there another, more profound explanation? The truth is, the overweight man gets rejected because his excess body fat sends the message that he doesn't respect himself. Any man who allows himself to become overweight and unattractive obviously doesn't care about his appearance. Second, excess body fat indicates a lack of drive and poor self-control. An overweight body is an indicator of general laziness and a lack of ambition. Most attractive women won't consider dating an overweight man unless the man is highly skilled, talented, or wealthy. While it might be tempting at this point to label women superficial and shallow for behaving this way, it must be noted that just because a behavior appears superficial doesn't mean that behavior serves no purpose. As with all human behavior, there's often more going on beneath the surface than meets the eye. For example, developing your body is the superficial development of muscle. Dig deeper, however, and you'll soon discover that improving your physique sends a much more powerful message. The man with a good physique is telling the world he's strong, healthy, has good genes, self-respect, ambition, focus, and persistence. Growing your facial hair, again, might at first appear superficial, but in reality, facial hair communicates masculinity, health, and the presence of testosterone. A smell might offer a little more than a pleasant aroma, but as you now know, scents and fragrances communicate much more than the superficial. The right scent signals cleanliness, good grooming, social intelligence, health, testosterone, sexual compatibility, and masculinity. And as for clothes, isn't all that focus on fashion superficial and feminine? We now know that the benefits of being well-dressed extend far beyond the superficial. Stylish clothes project power, influence, social intelligence, style, glamour, and socialization. As you raise your sexual market value, you increase the likelihood that women will find you attractive. At a rudimentary level, low sexual market value leads to fewer dating options, and high sexual market value leads to increased dating options. Women of childbearing age are looking for men they can reproduce with and thus give birth to strong, healthy offspring. From a woman's perspective, the supply of high-value men is severely limited. As men, we are all the same, yet we are all different. We all experience the same emotions and have the same desires. We all want sex, love, affection, security, happiness, excitement, and adventure. We all experience loss, sorrow, despair, defeat, and uncertainty. These are the similarities that bind us together, regardless of race, age, and ethnicity. At the same time, we are all different. We all have different levels of education, wealth, physical ability, risk tolerance, drive, ambition, confidence, and opportunity. These are just some of the differences that separate the high-value man from the low-value man. The low-value beta male is all too common. He's the majority, not the exception. In a world where it's easier to follow others than to take control of your life, the low-value man prevails. In a world where it's easier to be sedentary than to work out, the low-value man is the norm. In a world where it's easier to be lazy than to be ambitious, the low-value man thrives. A study into perceived attractiveness published in the journal Evolution and Human Behavior found that women rated men who were lazy and unambitious as less attractive. When the supply of high-value men is limited, the demand for high-value men increases as a result. A high-value man is cherished, adored, respected, and desired. Unfortunately, the reality is that not every man can be high value. This is one of the brutal truths of attraction. Most men stumble through life taking the path of least resistance. They are happy to live in this state, as this state requires little effort or risk. Most men seek shortcuts and instant gratification. One distinct difference that separates high-value men from low-value men is the high-value man's propensity to take risks and invest more effort into life. This extra effort on the part of the high-value man is what separates him from lesser men. A man with high sexual market value continually strives to improve himself, both physically and mentally. It's a mistake to think women are only attracted to men who are successful. It's precisely this kind of thinking that leads to the crippling "she's out of my league" mentality. Women aren't just attracted to men who are successful and ambitious. Women are attracted to men who show unrealized potential. A man who displays ambition, persistence, drive, energy, creativity, and a sense of purpose is more likely to be successful in the future. In other words, you don't have to be successful at this present moment in time to get the girl. You just have to create the perception that you have what it takes to be successful in the future. Whether or not you become successful is beside the point. Most men, however, can only dream. They dream of getting the perfect girl, the perfect house, the perfect job, all the while falling short of realizing their full potential. The fundamental laws of physics dictate that you must take action to influence the world around you. What you think is of little consequence unless you have the ability to turn your thoughts into actions. The world of thoughts and emotions is a woman's world, a world that's ever-changing and uncertain. The world of men is a world of action. Men who take action have something that women crave: stability, strength, and purpose. The purpose of this book is to show you how to become irresistible to women and maintain attraction in both short and long-term relationships. At this point, we've already discussed how to increase your sexual market value at a superficial level by projecting strength and masculinity. This is still not enough. You must embody strength. You must live and breathe it. You must learn to embrace your inner bad guy if you're to transform yourself into the kind of man that women find irresistible.